Your hair is a time capsule built for a world that no longer exists. Every strand runs 30,000-year-old survival code. Straight hair chose survival over style. Fine straight hair evacuates heat like your life depends on it, because it did. Northern Asia, 30,000 years ago. Wet hair in sub-zero temperatures meant death within hours. Flat strands create zero insulation. Heat escapes instantly. Round follicles pump out perfect cylinders coated in natural oils. Water slides off. A gene mutation 30,000 years ago restructured follicles in 93% of East Asian populations, boosted oil production by 40%. Your hair became waterproof and thermally efficient simultaneously. Thick, straight hair flips the strategy. Same flat structure. Opposite goal. More strands trap dead air near your skull. That air holds warmth like a down jacket. Siberian winters demanded heat retention. Testing shows 15 to 20% better warmth in freezing conditions. Heat loss drops 30%. Rain becomes your enemy. Absorbs water weight. But dry Arctic climates never had that problem. Modern disconnect. Preventing ice age hypothermia in 72-degree apartments. Wavy hair refused to specialize. Your hair has a built-in thermostat. S-curves create functional air pockets that auto-regulate temperature. Cold outside? Trap warmth. Hot weather? Release heat. Automatic. Light waves create subtle regulation. Strong waves add friction between strands, like microscopic Velcro. Styles lock naturally. But same friction creates instant tangles. Over 30 genes battle for control of wave pattern. No winner. Pure genetic compromise. Wavy hair emerged 15,000 to 20,000 years ago in Mediterranean populations. Post-Ice Age climate swung violently. Summers hot, winters brutal. Specialists couldn't handle the chaos. Wavy hair survived because it adapted to everything. Humidity creates permanent problems. Curves absorb moisture. Swell. Lose definition. Coastal living means constant frizz. Curly hair mastered tropical survival. Curls are elevated highways for heat. Spirals lift off your scalp. Create constant airflow. Heat evacuates before touching skin. Thermal imaging proves curly hair maintains scalps 2 to 3 degrees cooler in extreme heat. That air gap creates 24/7 convective cooling. Tropical humidity demands ventilation over insulation. This design prevented heat stroke during midday activity. Bonus feature: impact absorption. Curls compress through vegetation. Spring back. Your hair cushions your scalp. Tight curls take it further. Smaller spirals. Maximum density. Hot tropical days need airflow. Cool nights need warmth. Same structure delivers both. The moisture problem is structural. Natural oils can't travel down tight spirals. Testing shows 70% concentrates in first 3 centimeters. The rest gets nothing. Dry ends aren't damage. That's how the system works. External moisture becomes mandatory. Coily Hair built an invisible shield. Maximum lift creates an air cushion above your head. Coils force hot air to rise through the structure like a chimney. Never contacts skin. African sun delivers relentless UV. Exposed scalps burn. Develop cancer. Light studies show coily hair reduces UV exposure 85 to 90%. The structure scatters rays before penetration. Dark pigment absorbs the rest. Built-in sun shield. No covering needed. Tight coils pack almost solid. Ultimate protection, ultimate fragility. Sharp angles focus force at each bend. Strength tests show 60% lower pulling resistance than straight hair, but 300% higher compression strength. Spring architecture absorbs crushing impacts. Shrinkage to 75% of length maintains protective geometry. Stretched hair loses advantages. Shrinkage keeps the system functional. Strand thickness, split humanity by climate. Thick strands are environmental armor. Measure 80 to 100 micrometers diameter. Fine strands measure 40 to 60 micrometers. That width means 40% more protective proteins inside. Breaking force jumps 2.5 times higher. Wind resistance increases. UV degradation slows. Same mutation increases sweat glands 35%. Creates moisture around follicles. Locks hydration. Prevents brittleness in Arctic dryness. Perfect for cold. Lethal in heat. Thick hair traps warmth when cooling becomes survival. Fine strands execute opposite strategy. Minimum material, maximum thermal efficiency. Heat imaging shows 40% faster heat loss. Sweat evaporates 3 times quicker. Your scalp becomes an active radiator. Computer cooling fin physics. Higher surface area to mass ratio creates superior heat transfer. Hidden advantage, environmental sensing. Feel wind shifts, temperature changes. Fine hair gave ancestors situational awareness. Thick hair blocked. Trade-off is fragility, breaks easier. But hot climates chose cooling over durability. Hair color maps directly to latitude. Dark hair operates like built-in sunscreen. Eumelanin pigment intercepts UV before reaching scalp. Dark colors absorb light energy. Blocks 95% of burning UVB rays. Stops 85% of aging UVA. Functions as antioxidant. Neutralizes free radicals from sun. Resists damage. Lasts 4 times longer under constant sun than light hair. Equatorial populations needed this. Prevented cancer. Stopped disabling burns. Northern latitudes flip the problem. Not enough UV. Dark hair blocks too much. Vitamin D synthesis fails. Causes rickets, bone weakness, immune collapse. Light hair evolved as solution. Different pigment. Pheomelanin allows UV penetration. Transforms hair into vitamin D production system. Ancient DNA shows selection 11,000 to 19,000 years ago, when humans migrated north after Ice Age. Light-haired people produce 25 to 30% more vitamin D from identical sun exposure. Cost is protection. Minimal pigment means minimal defense. Burns faster. Degrades quicker. But in regions under 1,000 sunshine hours yearly, that kept populations alive. Red hair takes it extreme. Rare mutation strips pigment to minimum. Traces back 20,000 to 40,000 years to northwestern Europe. Cloudiest regions on Earth. Reduces dark pigment 80 to 95%. Vitamin D synthesis 40% higher than blonde. 3 times higher than dark. Maximum sunlight access. Maximum vitamin D. Maximum vulnerability. Burns in minutes. Geography proves it. Equator, dark hair. North, light hair. Gradient follows latitude. UV intensity dictated color. Your hair works perfectly for the wrong planet. Thick hair preventing Siberian frostbite in air-conditioned offices. Coily hair deflecting equatorial UV in Minnesota winter. Dark hair blocking sunlight you need for vitamin D. Studies show these adaptations provided 15 to 20% survival advantages in ancestral environments. Determined who lived and died. Climate control eliminated every advantage. Central heating, air conditioning, artificial lighting. But genetics didn't update. Still running 30,000-year-old code. Solving problems that don't exist. The solution isn't fighting your hair type. Understand what it was built for. Compensate for the mismatch. Thick hair? Add cooling products in warm climates. Coily texture? Add moisture tropical air provided. Fine strands? Protect them frozen tundra never required. Dark hair? Supplement vitamin D. You inherited precision-engineered solutions for environmental challenges you'll never face. Your hair isn't defective. It's not broken. It's just solving the wrong problems because the planet changed.